Kudos to you. The one of the biggest issues I see in our industry is consistency. So I know you've been doing these interviews for a while, and so anything that you can do consistently over time will pay off. So kudos to you on that. You have to work your tail off to be a successful agent, and you have to put in that work, and you have to build your own schedule. You're in charge of all that, and if you're not building and adhering to a schedule, then you won't be consistent. You won't end up being successful. I actually got called out in front of 400 people at a conference that I was at recently because one of the coaches that I work with, he will consistently ask me, did you buy a rental property yet? How many rentals do you own? He already knows the answer is 0. So when I talk to people about my personal investing and I tell them that I own 0 rental properties, they're like jaws drop. Because that is all that I deal with in my personal production. I'm 98% listings, so I don't really work too much on the buyer side, but 98% of my business is listings. And then of that 98% of it are investor clients.
You know what's really illuminating about that is our community views you as the investment guy. And it's refreshing to know that someone with your success level has their own barriers to achieving, the goal. I just went into contract on my first investment property today.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Thanks. And I realized what was in the way was just actually doing the numbers and researching properties. Just actually doing the research and finding properties that fit my buyer profile.
And real estate is by far the most powerful. So anyone that is in real estate should also be buying and investing in real estate. So I really just kind of had a mindset shift or an aha. I'm doing myself and my family a disservice by not doing what I help others do every single day. Coaching, I would say, is invaluable. So coaching, to me, I think everyone should have a coach. I definitely have. I have a lot of self-limiting beliefs, imposter syndrome as well. I know a lot of people that start to get some success. They see like, oh, I'm not good enough for this, and you have to work through that. So, to me, my biggest issue personally is that I'm a control freak, and in my personal production, I hold on to it so tightly because I care about those repeat clients. I want them to have the best experience. Nobody can do it as good as I can. That's all BS. How am I moving my business to the next level?
That's right.
You can't take on that visionary role when you're in an operation role.
That's what working in the business is versus working on the business.
I'm trying to give up control over things like my phone, give up control over things like my email. And I have team members that help me with my personal production. So how can I empower them to have ownership over my business that they're helping me run?
In my experience with business, there's 3 P's: the people, the process, and the product. Have you told your people that you work with that you're really working on this challenge of kind of getting out of the way?
Yes, they're all very aware of it because one way that I find to help me commit to something is to put it out there publicly. So if I am constantly talking about it, that's where a lot of the accountability comes in. Where someone on our team might say, "Hey Jim, I remember you said you were going to do this. Have you done that yet?" Like with buying a rental property. That's why Michael Helgson with Club Wealth is who keeps, he called me out on the main stage in front of 400 people.
Nice.
Asking me if I had bought a rental property.
Sobering.
Sobering. That's his way of holding me accountable. Same thing with giving up control on certain aspects of my business. I have to do that in order to successfully do that. I need other people around me to hold me accountable and to call me out when I make excuses on why I haven't done something yet.
It's really admirable that you're willing to declare your shortcomings, because that says so much about who you are as a leader. Leaders are willing to be vulnerable to share their forthcomings.
If there's something I'm uncomfortable with that I want to break through, then I surround myself with those people that are going to push me to do it. And so really just, I want to be around people that want to get better. and people that want to make others better. We're actually getting ready to roll out a lunch and learn type consistent training program where we don't have all the different trainings lined up, but it's going to be a combination of things that I'll teach as well as other industry experts. We'll be putting a class together for December that talks about what are the habits we need to build right now. What is the foundation that we need to set in our business? What are the habits that will help us get through a downturn, come out on the other side with more market share, more business. And then, once the market picks back up, you go skyrocket right along with it. Prospecting is number one. So one thing that we're talking about with our team right now is this is the time of year when agents need to double down on your prospecting. This is when a lot of agents go into hibernation mode. And then when spring comes around, their pipeline's empty. The activities you're doing now aren't going to pay off now.
Yeah.
They're going to pay off 2, 3, 4 months down the road. There are 3 skills you have to master: lead generation, lead follow-up, and lead conversion.
Sometimes I call something a tough call, like a hard call. Like, have you ever seen a telephone that looks hard to you?
We call it like the 900-pound telephone. It's just so hard to pick up. How do I control my schedule? It's through time blocking. So one thing that we do teach in our team, we call it the perfect daily schedule. And it all starts with planning your week in advance. So there are certain activities that you'll need to do throughout the week, mainly prospecting and appointments, and then as well as personal obligations. So if you start with all of that, so we like to make sure we map out our personal obligations as well. So if I have a date night or a soccer game or something like that, that has to be in your calendar. And that also has to be a non-negotiable. We're not moving that around. And we also train our agents to say, I can't show it at 5 p.m. because I have an appointment. Personal, and then prospecting. You have to have time that you block out every single day for prospecting. And then you have time you block out for appointments. Then you use your prospecting time to fill your appointment time. And then everything else in between, you shouldn't have any white space on your calendar, like just blank, I'm not doing anything. So if you time block, time to go to the gym, time to get your admin work done, that's how you build a perfect daily schedule, and you stick to it, and that will create success. I also struggle with perfection. And you have 50 takes to get something right. And what I've learned I've known video how important it is for years. And I understand that to create brand awareness and engagement, video is the best medium to do it. And, but I still struggle with how do I get the confidence to be in front of a camera? And how do I deliver a genuine, authentic message? And so what I realized is that just doing it is the best way to do it. Keep your mistakes in there, because that's how you come off as authentic.
100%.
And for me, video is extremely important. I think every agent needs to be on video, but it is something that I struggle with from a confidence standpoint, an introverted standpoint, a perfectionist standpoint. So that's another thing that I have to actively work on it to make sure that I can develop that muscle. It goes back to repetition and consistency, and then you become a pro.
Great. Let's do it right now. Where's your phone?
Oh, geez. I left it. It's turned off for the interview.
Where's your phone?
My phone's right here. What's up, everybody? I'm here with Mark. If you want to please the Facebook gods, you need to not only just be posting content, but you need to go interact with other people within your network. Post on their videos, comment on their posts, engage on your posts, and create dialogue, create conversation. That's what makes Facebook like you and puts you in front of more people.
Yeah. What's a sub 2 offer?
Sub 2. So that is sub 2 whatever. And subject to whatever. And typically where you'll see that is subject to an existing mortgage. So you'll see a person that owns a property, a buyer, like an investor buyer typically, will say, I'm going to buy your property for this amount, but it is subject to the existing mortgage staying in place. So I want to be a resource to any agent out there. Like I said, I don't care about your brokerage. I don't care about your team. If I'm able to help improve your business in one way or another, definitely reach out. I want to be that resource that starts to pay it forward. And then also would love to have everyone come to our events, because I think that there is a lot of good knowledge there that will help them grow and improve their business.
Awesome. Jim Ross, I appreciate you. Marc Elias, Red One Realty, thanks for joining us. Look forward to seeing you next time.